The search for a missing Cowichan Valley teenager came to a devastating end today. The body of the young woman was found in a wooded area just off Indian Road this morning, meters away from a cemetery. RCMP say they will await autopsy results to make it official, but they believe it is the body of 18-year-old Tyeshia Jones. As A News reporter Steve Coulterman shows us now, the same officers who had hoped to bring Tyeshia home safely are now investigating her death.
The search for Tyeshia Jones has turned into a homicide investigation. Late this morning, a body was found in a wooded area off Indian Road, an area police have been focusing on for several days. Police will confirm her identity through DNA tests, but say they believe it is Tyeshia.
The Vancouver Island Integrated Major Crime Unit, the North Cowichan Duncan RCMP, and the RCMP Forensic Identification Section are actively investigating that scene. Investigators believe this is the body of 18-year-old Tyeshia Jones. Police suspect the involvement of foul play in her death. Tyeshia's family have been notified of the discovery of the body and our belief that it is Tyeshia, their daughter and loved one. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their family at this time.
Just yesterday, Jones's family was joined by Assembly of First Nations National Chief Sean Atleo, making a public plea for information about what happened to Tyeshia.
If there is anyone who is feeling afraid, that they must absolutely have the courage to step forward, if they've got any information, to overcome any fear and share that information.
We assure the public and the Cowichan Tribes community that we are doing absolutely everything we can to identify who is responsible for Tyeshia's death and bring those answers first and foremost to her family and then to the broader community.
Police say significant resources have been invested in the search for Tyeshia, and now those resources will be devoted to investigating her death and finding the person responsible for it. In Duncan, Steve Coulterman, A News.
RCMP say they have devoted dozens of investigators to the file since Tyeshia was first reported missing last weekend. And although the focus of the case now shifts, the officers' determination will not. And police say they are committed to finding out what happened to Tyeshia and who is responsible for this.
We currently have over 24 investigators from the Vancouver Island Integrated Major Crime Unit and the Duncan Detachment, as well as specialized RCMP resources from across the island working on this file. That will not change. The parking lot is an example of just how many officers are here. I don't know how many of you had trouble, but it is full. And people can expect to see an increased RCMP and police presence around the valley in the days to come, especially in the Indian Miller Road area. We have a very large area to search, and we're going to ask people to be patient if they're stopped or redirected. This is the most important of investigations, and we are going to do everything possible to make sure that nothing is missed. We also have to make an appeal to the public. Our experience in cases such as this is that somebody or some people know what happened. This is the time to come forward. There is a family in absolute agony right now and a community feeling that agony. You need to do what you can do to help our investigators. If you have information, please contact the detachment at 748-5522 or Crime Stoppers anonymously at 1-800-222-8477.
Word of the discovery of Tyeshia's body spread very quickly through the tight-knit community. Cowichan elder Joe Thorne says the loss is being felt very deeply by the many people who knew and who loved Tyeshia.
But on behalf of the family, we want to say thank you to everyone that's helped and done what they've done. It took a whole community and even the Lower Mainland to come together to bring Tyeshia home. At least we'll have closure, and the RCMP will pick it up from there to find out who the bad guys were. I may not be giving you the answers that you want, but I just feel kind of bad because I know the family is going to take this hard.
We will have more on the developments today and how the community is coping and how the investigation progresses tonight on A News 11 and tomorrow on A News at 6 with Andrew Johnson.